EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the New Orleans Saints. The kicker, Brandon Aubrey, is out to get this one started. And we are underway from the Superdome. Carr going to throw right away. There's Chris Olave. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. 19 yards right off the bat. And a quick first down.
That's a good start to the ball game. Maybe a little bit of a tone setter offensively. They come out throwing right away, and it's an early completion and a quick first down.
The first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41. Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9. To throw his Carr. Being chased out left. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw, it's Carr. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. Offensively, a far from ideal start there with a pick on the opening drive.
Yeah, not exactly what they were looking for. We know that. That's pretty obvious. The beauty, though, is it's happening early. If they don't panic, they don't compound this problem, they've got a long way to go and a chance to get back in it.
And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Here's Prescott. Flushed out right. Oh, that held up there a long time, but it falls innocently and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Prescott. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's going to be out of bounds, a few yards shy of the line to gain. And that's going to be a turnover on downs. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. Now Carr. And he is going to lose yardage here. 3rd and 12. Now Carr. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
2 drives won't tell the story of this game, but you absolutely have to like how this defense has played thus far. They have yet to allow this offense to get untracked in this one.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. Forced out to his left. Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Prescott on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy 1st down. Throwing. Prescott. Swinging this out for Pollard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Pollard will take it up the gut. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
But we always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet.
Oh, Prescott stripped. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Prescott on 3rd and goal. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 14-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
Ready for the 2nd quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession. Carr going to throw, as they've got it with a 2nd and 13 forthcoming. Pitch and catch there good for 13. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Here's Kamara, try to run for him. And this will wind up a Saints 1st down as the tackle made here at the 36. They fake the handoff. Now Carr sliding out of the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Credit that sack to Dante Fowler Jr. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and forever. Throwing now is Carr. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And did he get... EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Atlanta Falcons. The veteran punter Bradley Pinion has this one teed up, and we are underway from Atlanta. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. That's caught out wide by Cooks. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Give him 30 yards there.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape, because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
A first down throw for Prescott. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is caught for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, 45 yards. And the Cowboys need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. Cordero Patterson. And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Jefferson going to go in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away. Heineke now on 2nd down. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up. On fourth down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. Cavante Turpin deep for the Cowboys. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
2nd down, Pollard again. And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Nothing too fancy, just a carry up the middle, but a successful carry up the middle against this 3-4 defense.
And to be able to do that, what do you have to control? The nose guard, right? Got to be able to move him, otherwise you're not getting anything up the middle. Nice job by the center. Got a little help from one of his friends playing guard.
Excellent play there by Arnold Ebiketie to meet him behind the line for a loss. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On play action, Prescott. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Falcons are going to take over at their own 41.
When you're in man coverage, you have help over the top, you become a much more confident defender. Trail the receiver and know that someone over the top can make a play, and that's exactly what happened here. The free safety coming up with the interception.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. Heineke now looking to throw on 1st down. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Second down and a run by Robinson. And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Third and long for Heineke. He'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. They go play action. Now Heineke. Here's a diving catch right side. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. 2nd and 5. Here's Heineke. Flush to his right. Over the middle, complete. It's Patterson. And the Falcons are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. From the shotgun, it's Heineke. Another completion right back to Patterson. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Back to the ground now. Patterson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing. Heineke. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
There he goes, right side. CeeDee Lamb moving inside the 20. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And it's now 14-0. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Open man, he's got Jefferson across the formation. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Heineke again. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. So he stopped for no gain. And it'll be 2nd down. Now Heineke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
Heineke to the end zone, but it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Now Heineke. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Cowboys defense is going to get them the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone. We're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Flushed out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Cowboys. 3 touchdown passes now for Dak EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys taking on the Miami Dolphins. Oh, and how about this? An onside kick to start the game. And did the Dolphins get it? Yes. Miami football. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 46, here's second down and 5. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Rush coming, and he's taken down. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And this is caught at the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 56 yards. And the Dolphins' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. Now Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. So the completion good for 7 there, and it'll be 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. That's dumped off to Pollard. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 yards and a Cowboy 1st down. Here's Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Ferguson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
The throw over the middle, taken in. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game. And nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
A 2nd down throw for Prescott. Pass to Tony Pollard out of the backfield. Touchdown, Cowboys! Tony Pollard, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. These two teams all tied after one. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. He takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 32-yard line now, here's a 2nd and 5. A handoff running left is Mostert. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here. Veteran running back like him, we've seen a lot of those chunk carries in his career.
And that's why you don't just look at his birth certificate and decide when a guy is done, right? Because you know as well as I do, in this league, as soon as you hit 30, they're looking to let you go if you're a running back. Sometimes there's a little tread left on the tires.
On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the 1st here. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run right side with Mostert. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And tip your cap to DeMarcus Lawrence. Nice play defensively.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. A run with Mostert up the middle. Calling a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Looking to pass. Tua. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Tua to Tyreek for the Miami first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On play action, here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 32 yards. And the Dolphins will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And somewhat surprisingly, a fair catch called for on the short kick, so no return, and they'll begin at the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A slim deficit here in a one-possession game. Not much time left, obviously. We'll see if they can march this down the field, at least get 3 and take some momentum into the locker room. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Prescott. There again is Cooks, complete. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Now 2nd and 5. Looking to throw. Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he goes out of bounds, and looks like right at the 50. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. Prescott now from the 50. On the move, and I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. They'll throw again. Prescott. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Aubrey good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. Tua, a final shot before half. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball? Are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary. Or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead is now 21-14. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
The ball on the 32. It's 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Mostert. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 42 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
From the 43, here's a 2nd down and 6. They hand it off to Mostert and give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Third down and 1. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Two 1st downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Second down and 8. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead them to 3rd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Tua. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Dolphins will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Sanders on for the extra point. He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14. And I guess the touchdown wasn't enough. They want the onside kick as well. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. A short kick, but a fair catch called for. Might be second-guessing that one. They'll begin at the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
Dancing to his left. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To throw is Prescott. Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. First down, Prescott. Escaping the pressure right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Now a 2nd and 10. Back now in Miami. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On 1st and 10, Prescott. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And again, it's Prescott. He's letting it fly for Cooks. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Prescott now. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Prescott. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jake Ferguson, 33 yards. And the Cowboys have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the touchdown there, and it's back to a one-score game here in the fourth.
And that's what these guys have done all game long, because they've scratched and slashed their way to stay in this game. And by now we should all realize they're not going away. Now the pressure again swings to their defense, because they're going to need to find some way to get the ball back.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're holding on right now to that slim advantage in a one-score game. And you hear a lot about 2-minute offense and 4-minute offense. Obviously, the 4-minute offense applies here. How do they run that effectively?
Yeah, really what the 4-minute offense is you're just trying to grind the clock. So you want consistent gains, steady gains. Doesn't have to be big plays, but it has to be plays that gets first downs and keeps the ball away from your opponent.
But certainly throwing the ball is in the mix here.
It certainly is. Just make sure that you're careful with it. And again, get those first downs, keep possession of the football.
continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. Now Mostert. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
66 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Here's a handoff to Mostert running left.
And he's got the first down yardage before being taken down at midfield. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down. Stay in bounds. Keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
On 2nd down, Mostert.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
My high school football coach was very fond of saying, you've got to meet force with force. And on a short yardage running play, that's what you're going to encounter. And how about them picking up the first down on that one?
4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a 1-score game.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I think as a running back in this spot, you have to understand there's not going to be a whole lot of room to run. And in this case, ball protection takes precedent over trying to make something happen.
If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Here's Mostert. And he's going to be met at about the 43.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Back to throw is Tua.
That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
To throw is Tua. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Miami first down, and the Dolphins are going to win the football game.
A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. A gutsy decision there going for it on 4th, but they got it, and that likely puts an end to this one.
Indeed, it was gutsy because there's so many other options they probably could have exercised in that situation, but they bet on themselves, and it paid off.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
Well, that was absolutely ideal for them, wasn't it? Trying to solve this game away. I think one of my kids just graduated in the amount of time they had the football. That was absolutely impressive.
Everybody wants those salt away the game drives. What makes them successful?
Well, when you're able to mix run-pass, when you're able to control the football and stay ahead of the chains, I'm using every cliche I know, but that's how you get it done because you're not taking negative plays, and that way you're able to run what you want to run when you get a chance to call it.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Now Dak. And a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting...
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Dallas Cowboys. Set for football now at AT&T Stadium. Brandon Aubrey has the honors, and we are underway here in Arlington. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Throwing to start here is Tua. Short throw hauled in by Croft. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 13 yards on the game's opening play.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Short throw there, that's to Smythe, the tight end. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and put the down marker back to 1.
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Tua sets up to pass it. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy is not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. Brandon Cooks. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
And what a letdown after a huge play. He's going to pull this in and then set sail for the end zone. And he nearly made it, too. But he's going to be tracked down just short of the goal line. So a big play there that's going to set him up with 1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Cowboys take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up 1st and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this one. We saw the touchdown. We saw the payoff. But, of course, that big, long chunk play is what got him in position.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
On 2nd down, a run by Achane. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And they put it on the ground here on the 2nd drive. And, of course, Charles, that follows drive number 1 where they had the INT.
Makes you wonder what's going on with this team, because a lot of times we can attribute it to nerves, but maybe it's a lack of focus. Maybe it is the preparation for the game. Maybe they just came into it a little lackadaisical, because that's just not looking good at all. That's just not the football that we came here to see. all that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An outcut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Second down, Prescott. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Ferguson. Touchdown, Cowboys! Jake Ferguson, 35 yards. And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Tagovailoa and the Dolphins come up 1st and 10 at their own 16. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going for the deep ball. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Braxton Berrios, 84 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. So for this offense, Charles, remember drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there is never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Throwing, Prescott. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45, and it'll be territory. A first down throw for Prescott. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Prescott. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the red zone now, Prescott. It's caught left side by Cooks. It'll be a gain of 5, and that'll bring up second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's a 2nd and 5. To the air again, Prescott, eluding the pressure right. And it's caught. Touchdown. 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys go up by 2 touchdowns. So, Charles, that's 3 touchdowns on 3 drives, and it's just been an offensive barrage so far.
Great word, partner, using barrage right there. I'm going to add another word if you don't mind. How about perfection? No surprise that they're leading right now. Absolute dominance throughout this ball game and no signs of slowing down.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And nowhere to go. He only makes it to the 5.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. 1 play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen.
There he goes, left side. Tyreek Hill racing to the end zone and all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 92 yards. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. This time, the extra point up and good. And that'll cut the lead to 21-17. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field is still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Now back to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Prescott yet again. Slant pass. It's Ferguson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Prescott looks to throw on first. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Prescott now on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. That is caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Prescott off play action.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Charles, one thing that he referenced to us yesterday was his confidence fitting the ball into any window, but obviously that window was a little too tight, and it was closing in a hurry.
And he was talking to us about having anticipation in making those types of throws. Down near the goal line, I don't think you can anticipate it as much as you need to see it open. You've got to be precise with your throws down here in the red zone. That one goes into double coverage, and he gets picked off.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the 2nd level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the 2nd level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Jalen Waddle
In the final seconds of the first half.
And the Dolphins are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
And just before the half ends, the prayer is answered. Defensively, a disaster there.
I know often we're surprised when this actually works. I mean, the excitement level goes way up, but maybe we shouldn't be, because I know as a defender, you've got to play the ball in this situation, but you can't interfere with the receiver because, remember, it's a spot foul, and it'd be 1st and goal if it happens in the end zone, and you don't want to give up.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside.
4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? It's a kickoff return score on a squib kick. And they are able to add on to their advantage.
And talk about taking words and bringing them to life. At halftime, I will guarantee you in their locker room, they talked about pressing the kicking game because you can get an advantage if you do it right, and they just did.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the two-point try. Prescott, they're going to throw for it. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick two, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Second down and 3. Mostert. And he'll get about 2 there to the 36.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
3rd and 2. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! 3 touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 5. Tua going to throw. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. On play action, here's Tua. And going deep for Hill. This is caught inside the 15. It's a big play there for Miami. 44 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Dolphins have got it back to within a score. So, partner, it was a passing game that drove them down the field, but when they get close, they trust that man in the backfield, and he took them home.
And they trust their offensive line as well, because so many of these units, they specialize in either pass protection or run blocking. This group shows its versatility and gets both done on this drive.
So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. But no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice, steady gain.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Prescott. Here's a screen now for Pollard. Finding space at the 40. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Prescott on first down. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Buried behind the line by Christian Wilkins. Before they can snap it, time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. But we'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Here's Prescott. He gets it to Cooks. Here's 3rd and 9. Prescott from the gun. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. 45, 44, go to 54, go to 54. Hey,
Prescott to throw on 4th. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the 4th quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. Now this series could very well determine our outcome. Marquise Bell in on that stop.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
You guys lock me. 32 stand. Right, check 33. 33.
Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. A short throw there. That's to Smythe, the tight end. That'll give them 8 that time. And now we've got a 3rd and 3.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. They'll run for it with Achane. And he's got the 1st down before being taken down at the 46.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Now Tua. That'll be caught by Hill. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Tua. Now Achane on 1st and 10. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism. They created some nice space for him.
Throwing Tua. That's complete right around the 8. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a 1st and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. Well, they have had no answer for this connection all night long.
They just have to think in a 2-minute situation, that's got to be a concentration lapse. You know they're going to go back to him with the game that he's been having.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the 1st of their timeouts. It's just their 1st. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Second down, goal to go. Tua, Mostert. Will score. Touchdown, Miami. So the toss play effective, even down here near the goal line.
Yeah, and you're hoping the defense commits too many men to stop the run in the middle of the field and that your blockers can gain a little bit of an advantage. And when they do, foot race to the pylon, and this time he had the speed to win that race.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And that is going to put them on top by a point, and it sets us up for quite a finish. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. This is 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Hey, check my 45. Check my 45. Here we go, D. Hey, just we got 46. It's just me and you. It's just me and you. 45 for mine.
Here's Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Prescott. Into the hands of Cooks. And he'll be taken down as that'll net him only about a gain of 9. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now, as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. They'll come up now on 2nd down.
45, 45, 45, 45. And here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. 45 for mine.
Here's Dak. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages. Charles, that drive was perfect, methodical, executed so well, and they grabbed that lead with almost no time left for a last gasp from the other side.
No way you could have drawn up a better final drive, because not only did they keep their eyes on the end zone, they made sure they bled the clock out as well and denied their opponent a chance to respond. That's just terrific situational football to end this one.
So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he is not going to make it. So they won't be able to move this lead up to a touchdown, as it'll remain a 5-point ball game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And the fair catch taken. No time will come off the clock. And they will begin this critical drive at the 25-yard line. Here's 1st down. Here's Tua. Completes it to the tight end, Smythe. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
And going deep for Hill. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington.
Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Dallas Cowboys.
Here's Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Throw complete right side to Cooks. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
Looking to throw. Prescott.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Now a 2nd and 2.
Here's Tua. Flushed out right. He's got it. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You've got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Third down and 6.
Tua sets up to pass it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
No sign of Tua departing. 4th down. They're going for it.
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down. Steps away to his left. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown.
Tua Tagovailoa.
A 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
Well, the defensive coverage was good, so good he just decided to make a play of his own, and it worked out.
Yeah, you often wonder if they think to themselves, was the coverage too good to allow him to run the football? But I think you'd rather take your chances with him doing exactly that, and he beat him on that play all the way to the end zone.
Tua and the Dolphins offense staying put. They'll go for 2.
Come on, baby. Let's see what you got. My 55, my 55. Hey, eat.
Tua going to try and throw for it.
Escaping the pressure right. And he will get in to make it 8-0. And with a successful two-point try, the QB rolling out, I would imagine on the defense that makes it tough. When he goes out, he's got the option to run or pass.
Yeah, it really does. If you decide not to bring extra people or extra pressure, maybe you have to have a spy on the quarterback, someone to account for him, because oftentimes that is the unaccounted for player.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's Prescott.
Looking for the out route here, and he's got Cooks.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Well, maybe that'll help him settle back into a groove after the interception on the first drive here, picking up the first to start drive number 2.
And it is just starting over, isn't it? Sometimes it's just how you have to do it. You have to erase things from your mind. Don't worry about what happened before, because over the course of a game, the good players, things turn out pretty well for them, and that's what he's trying to do here.
There again is Cooks, complete. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Throwing, Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
First down, Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. Give him 2 on that run, and they're still left looking at a 3rd and about 9 to go.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Hey, check.
Here's a quick throw by Dak, complete out wide. Touchdown!
Jake Ferguson
from 13 yards out.
And the Cowboys have cut the lead back down to 2.
On that 3rd down call, the goal was to get the ball to their tight end and pick up a first down, but he wasn't satisfied with just that. They got the first down. That was the gravy. He decided to take in the whole meal and rumbled in for a touchdown.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he'll get in to tie this game at 8. Well, it's definitely early enough here. They didn't need to go for 2. They didn't have to go for 2, but, hey, they did. We're all tied at 8.
Is this one of those anything you can do, I can match? Because that's exactly what we got on that one. Neither one of these teams wants to give any ground, do they?
So 8-8 our score now as he'll send this one away.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Out to his left. And this one too low.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
On third down, here comes Mostert. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on fourth down. These two teams all tied after one. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a fourth down coming up. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. Dak swinging this out quickly to Lamb. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage one play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up first and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now because they've been in retreat so far in this drive. This offense on the march.
Prescott fires one out wide, complete. Touchdown, Cowboys! 2 first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on fourth down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for 2. They'll look to throw. And this will be caught. They get the 2 and they double them up now at 16-8. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And a nice job there on special teams to limit him to inside the 15 as he's dropped at the 14. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And last time, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out.
Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles, and that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in there by Cooks. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. 2 yards to go, 2nd down.
Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike. Watch the curl. Watch the curl.
Prescott now. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that one, that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
And a nice pickup there as he'll get about 9, and that will lead us to a stoppage here at the 2-minute warning. From the 33, here's 2nd down and a yard. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Dolphins will take over here just shy of the 30. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Meanwhile, to his throw, caught by his receiver, Hill. In motion, Hill. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. Tackle there by Leighton Vander Esch.
Well, they gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And he'll be brought down with a penalty flag on the field. It was a late decision to throw, and it might have been too late. They need 12 here. It's 3rd down. Here's Mostert, toss left side. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further, as they get him down well short of the line to gain. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? They'll try and throw for it here. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 33. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
And I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play,
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, well, we've got what can only be described as a mirror image matchup, as it'll be the Dallas Cowboys and themselves. And wow, a gamble here right off the bat, an onside kick to begin the game. And the Cowboys are able to recover. Well, there's two sides to every coin. You come on the road, you get the onside kick to start the game. What a boost, but you don't get it. And now your back's against the wall a little bit.
You're exactly right. You nailed it perfectly. And so many ways to go at it when you're on the road. You think to yourself, well, if we start on defense, we blitz them early, try and create a big play. If we start on offense, we throw the big pass downfield. In this case, they said, forget all of that. Let's do it on special teams and try and catch them off guard with an onside kick. Unsuccessfully.
Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down. Prescott. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Micah Parsons. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. Third and long for Prescott. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. What a great job getting pressure here on the first drive. 3 plays and already 2 sacks.
And that pressure has been intense right from the beginning. And I'm telling you, if they don't make an adjustment in play calling and protection, it'll go from intense to relentless.
He sets to fire deep. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. Well, you think about it, though, that interception, great for his stats, but bad for field position. It was 4th down.
Yeah, terrific observation. If there is going to be a silver lining, and this is what he'll plead when it comes time to watch it again, hey, it was just like a punt, right? So we end up taking possession of the ball. But you're exactly right about it. Should have slapped it down. Field position would be better for his offense. But how many times do you get a chance to make an interception that you turn it down? That's when your instinct kicks in and you take the football. In this case, a better decision would have been to knock the ball down.
They go back to Pollard on second down. The limited running room as he'll get about 3 to the 21. Trying to run for it with Pollard. A strong running. They get 5, and it will go ahead and move the chains. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it, pick up first downs.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain, second down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Where the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball is moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Prescott's throw pulled in by Tolbert. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give them 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. We're scoreless after 1. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Pollard will take it up the gut. And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Now a 2nd and 6.
To throw is Prescott. Over the middle, complete. That's Ferguson.
And the Cowboys are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll run with Pollard.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Tony Pollard, a 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. The extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, hey, call me.
A fight for it, and this is caught. It's caught indeed. A big play here for Dallas. 59 yards.
Well, partner, that's how you make a long drive suddenly not so long anymore. One big play, and they're already in field goal range with designs on getting more than that.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. They follow up that gigantic gain with the tiniest of pickups, 1 yard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Prescott. This will be caught just inside the 10. So the completion good for 6 yards. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Ferguson. And the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Pollard is in. Touchdown, Dallas. Solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown.
Yeah, some might say that the guys on the offensive line were in concert. I used to have a coach who called it marrying up, meaning when you get on a guy, you just stay right there. Each guy has his own assignment. That allowed the runner to make the big move towards the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll run the end around. This is Cooks. Brandon Cooks. Inside the 20. Brandon Cooks. Touchdown, Cowboys. Brandon Cooks. 72 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Aubrey now for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. Flush to his right. And that's complete to Cooks. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. Now 2nd and 3. Now Prescott. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
He continues, Charles, to be under constant pressure, and these sacks, they're starting to pile up.
And if they want to have a realistic chance in this one, they've got to change their blocking assignments. They've got to do a better job to keep him upright. If he's going to be on the deck constantly, they've got no chance to win this game.
4th down, Prescott. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. A surprise for it, and predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. On play action, Prescott. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
This is caught. It's Cooks.
And they're going to have a first down, and they're in field goal range as well as they're down inside the 20.
Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Tony Pollard as the first half is winding down. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. Aubrey good with a PAT.
And it's now 21-7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. The no run back here, fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
Second down, Prescott. Hit from behind, and he's going to be driven down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
So that now 4 first-half sacks. This pass rush has been unrelenting.
And, partner, you hear that sound of paper being ripped to shreds? That's a game plan that they've had so far because they've got to say to themselves right now, we have to do something differently.
And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. Prescott to throw it.
On the out route, it's Lamb with a grab.
And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Play action now. Prescott. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The corner blitz Offense gets there as he goes down for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Prescott from the gun. Able to hit his target, Lamb. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 24-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Prescott off play action. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball.
It got his man complete. And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And the touchdown apparently not enough. They want more, an onside kick. And the Cowboys are able to recover. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll set up to throw. He gets it to Cooks. And the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal here as the tackle made at the 9. Prescott yet again. Buying time to his left. Thrown across the field, and that will easily be intercepted. Picked off by Damone Clark. And the Cowboys are going to get the football back at their own 17. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. The Cowboys on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. And that is incomplete. Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the pick 6 we just saw makes things a little more interesting. Still, though, a 2-possession game as they control their destiny in this 4th quarter. 2nd down and a yard. Here's Pollard again. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Pollard going to try the right side. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 3rd and 8. Looking to throw. Prescott. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And the Cowboys are right back in this football game. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say, no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback who just threw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but to throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is, you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercept it. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone.
Prescott on 1st down. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. To the air again, Prescott.
That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
Time becoming a factor, down 2 scores, though they have 2 timeouts and, of course, the 2-minute warning to work with as well.
From the red zone now, Prescott. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
Here's 1st and goal.
Now here's Pollard. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Punching it in from a yard away.
And the Cowboys have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. And that's why you have the fullback, Charles. Couldn't get it into play before with a smaller guy. Turned to a little more power. They score.
And now it has to warm the hearts of a lot of old-school football fans. They love when they get to see a little bit of power football.
And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. So time here for the onside kick and then the 2-minute warning. And the Cowboys are able to recover. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. We've got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play. I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
3rd and 4. It'll be a handoff to Pollard. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down, and that should be that. It's a pickup of 5, and that should just about wrap this one up.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for, because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
Going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. A give running right is Vaughn. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Here's Prescott. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
For once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
Here we go, a big play in a tight game late. They're going on 4th and goal. Prescott. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Well, they came so close, Charles. They were knocking on the door in a one-possession game, but ultimately the defense held tough to get the victory.
And doesn't it feel like it just leaves them asking what could have been? So many moments when they could have had a big play to change the outcome of this game. And let's face it, none bigger than that final snap that just fell short.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from AT&T Stadium.